I still remember the exact temperature of that room. 72 degrees. I know because I checked my phone right before my world ended. We were at her parents' anniversary party. 50 people. White tablecloths. Champagne glasses catching the light. I'd been dating Sarah for 3 years. 3 years of thinking I knew someone. Her father stood up to make a toast. Standard stuff. Love, commitment, weathering storms together. Then he handed the microphone to Sarah. She was wearing that blue dress I'd complimented 100 times. She smiled at the crowd. That smile I'd fallen for in a coffee shop parking lot when my car wouldn't start and she offered to help. I want to talk about love, she said. I smiled. Adjusted my tie. Thought maybe this was it. Maybe she was going to say something about us. I was right about one thing. She was definitely going to say something about us. Real love, Sarah continued, gripping the microphone, is when you see someone for who they really are. Her mother dabbed her eyes. People nodded. I shifted in my seat, suddenly aware of how tight my collar felt. And sometimes, Sarah's voice cracked slightly, you realize you've been settling. The room went quiet. Not the good kind of quiet. The kind where everyone stops chewing. Jake has been safe. Comfortable. Like an old sweater you wear because it's there. My hand froze halfway to my water glass. But I met someone who makes me feel alive. Someone who takes risks. Who doesn't spend Saturday nights debugging code and eating leftover pizza. 72 degrees. But I was sweating. Someone who doesn't need 3 days to decide which movie to watch. Who doesn't keep a spreadsheet for grocery shopping. Light laughter rippled through the crowd. Nervous. Uncertain. I kept my eyes on the tablecloth. White. Pristine. Unlike whatever was happening to my chest. I'm sorry, Jake. I tried to tell you privately, but you're always so busy analyzing everything. So here it is. Is the same as perfect. She set down the microphone. The room erupted. Not in applause. In whispers. Gasps. Her aunt knocked over a wine glass. I stood up. My chair scraped against the floor. Every eye in that room burned into me. I walked out. Didn't run. Didn't make a scene. Just walked. But inside? Inside I was disintegrating. 3 days later, I called in sick to work for the first time in 4 years. My apartment looked exactly how Sarah described me. Organized. Predictable. My books were alphabetized. My kitchen drawer had separators for utensils. I stared at the spreadsheet on my laptop. Vacation Ideas 2024. Color-coded by budget, season, and flight duration. She was right. When had I become this person? I thought about the guy I used to be. Before the corporate job. Before the 9-to-5 swallowed my 20s. I used to play guitar at open mic nights. Used to drive to the coast at midnight just to watch sunrise over the ocean. When did I trade spontaneous for scheduled? My phone buzzed. My best friend Chris. Saw the video, man. You okay? Video? My stomach dropped. Someone had posted it. The whole speech. 43,000 views. The comments were mixed. He dodged a bullet. Poor guy. You can see his soul leave his body. She's trash for doing that publicly. But is she wrong though? He does look boring. I closed the app. Threw my phone across the room. It bounced off my perfectly arranged throw pillows and landed on my geometric area rug. Even my breakdown was organized. Week 2. The video hit 500,000 views. I'd become a meme. Spreadsheet Jake. Someone photoshopped my face onto a calculator. Work was worse. Sympathetic looks in the break room. Jennifer from accounting brought me cookies. Hang in there, sweetie. I was 31 years old. A software engineer pulling six figures. And I was sweetie now. That Friday, Chris dragged me to a bar. You need to get out of your head, he said, ordering whiskey I didn't ask for. She humiliated me in front of everyone I know. So prove her wrong. How? Stop being spreadsheet Jake. The whiskey burned. I ordered another. What if she's right? The words came out quieter than I intended. What if I am boring? What if I've been sleepwalking through my own life? Chris leaned back. Then wake up. Across the bar, a woman laughed. Loud. Genuine. Her whole face lit up. She had paint stains on her jeans and wild curly hair she kept pushing out of her eyes. She looked alive. When was the last time I felt alive? I didn't plan it. Monday morning, I walked into my boss's office and quit. Is this about the video? She asked carefully. It's about the fact that I can't remember the last time I did something that scared me. I sold my furniture. Kept what fit in my car. My parents thought I'd lost it. You're throwing away a stable career because of some girl? Not because of her. Because of me. I drove west. No spreadsheet. No plan. Just drove. I picked up a guitar in Nevada. Played at a dive bar for tips and free beer. My fingers bled the first night. I hadn't played in 7 years. I met people. Real people. A retired teacher traveling in an RV. A young couple hitchhiking to California. A woman named Blue, actually named Blue, who taught me to surf in Oregon. You're tense, she said, watching me wipe out for the 10th time. Stop trying to control the wave. Feel it. I stopped thinking. Just felt. Rode my first wave all the way to shore. Blue hooped. Strangers on the beach cheered. I was alive. 3 months in, I got a message. Sarah. Can we talk? I stared at those 3 words for 20 minutes. We met at a coffee shop in Portland. Neutral territory. She looked different. Tired. You've been traveling, she said. Not a question. Yeah. I saw your pictures. You look happy. I waited. I messed up, Jake. The way I did that. What I said. I was cruel. Yes. She flinched. I thought I wanted excitement. Turns out, unpredictable just means unreliable. He forgot my birthday. Forgot we had plans. Forgot I existed when something more interesting showed up. I sipped my coffee. Said nothing. I miss you. The real you. Not the person I tried to make you feel bad for being. Sarah. I set down my cup. You were right. Her eyes widened. I was sleepwalking. Building a life that looked good on paper but felt empty. You didn't do it the right way, but you woke me up. So, we could try again? Now that you're. No. The word hung between us. I'm not doing this for you. I'm not the exciting version of me to win you back. I'm doing this because I forgot who I was. And I'm still figuring that out. She looked down. Nodded slowly. I hope you find what you're looking for, I said, standing. Jake? I turned. I really am sorry. For all of it. I know. I walked out of that coffee shop lighter than I'd felt in years. 6 months after that party, I'm in Montana. I got a job at a national park. Leading hiking tours. Teaching tourists about wildlife. Playing guitar around campfires. I still use spreadsheets sometimes. 4 work schedules. Trail conditions. But I also jump in lakes at midnight. Say yes to adventures. Dance badly at local bars. The video still exists. 2 million views now. Sometimes people recognize me. Hey, aren't you spreadsheet guy? I smile. Used to be. Last week, a woman on my tour asked if I was single. She had kind eyes and dirt under her fingernails from volunteering at a garden. I said yes. We're getting coffee next week. No plan. No agenda. Just coffee. What Sarah said that night still haunts me. But not the way you'd think. It haunts me like a ghost that saved your life. Terrifying in the moment. Necessary in hindsight. She was right, I was settling. Just not in the way she meant. I was settling for a life half-lived. For safe over sacred. For comfortable over true. That night, in front of 50 people and eventually millions online, she accidentally gave me the greatest gift anyone's ever given me. She gave me permission to disappoint her. And in doing so, she freed me to finally meet myself. I'm still Jake. Still organized in some ways. Still think too much sometimes. But now I'm awake. And being awake, I've learned, is worth every uncomfortable, unpredictable, absolutely terrifying moment. The camera's on me right now. Sitting by a campfire. Stars overhead. Guitar in my lap. Someone once told me I was boring. She was wrong. I was just sleeping. But I'm not anymore.